Hi, my name is Mark Heslop. I've been teaching in Manchester for the past 13 years, and today we're going to have a look at some of the functions in the fx-83 and 85 GTX calculators that you might not have previously been aware of. So as you can see, between the new and the old versions of the calculators, the layout's very similar, but there's a couple of tweaks and improvements that mean that the new fx-85 is a lot easier to use. So if we wanted to store a value in the previous version of the calculator, we had to use this store second function here. So we went to store and pressed one of the buttons with a red key above it. So we've got A, and there we go, it's stored in memory A. Now, no one of my students could remember how to do that all the way up to year 13, and it's been improved in the new version, so the store function is the first thing that they see. So let's try the same thing again, and we can go store in memory A. Now, there's two ways that we can recall the data. So as in the previous calculator, we could go alpha A, and maybe we want to manipulate that data, so let's square it. There's alpha A squared. Or we can look at the recall function, which has been redesigned and improved. So if we do shift and recall, there's now a summary with a 4 times higher resolution of all the values that are actually stored in the calculator itself. Other functions that you might not previously been aware of, so if we want to have a look at some factors of a number, so let's have a look at the factors of 72. We can go shift and factors, and there we go, straight away on the display. We've got 2 cubed times by 3 squared. We've also got the option in the calculator to look at some recurring decimals. So if we want to look at 0 point, and then we press the recurring decimal key, and we can have 0.4, press equals, there it is, displayed as a fraction of 4/9, and we can cycle between the different forms using the STD button. So we've got 0.4 recurring, and we've got all the decimals there as well. Now, there is another way to actually enter recurring decimals into a calculator. If we go 0.4 and keep pressing the 4s until we get a back arrow on the display here, the calculator is smart enough to assume that we're actually trying to enter in a recurring decimal. Press equals, and there we go as 4/9, and we can cycle between the different forms of that recurring decimal. If you want to have a look at some more resources, they're available on education.casio.co.uk.